afternoon, evening, friends, followers, channel members. Welcome to a strange stream time for us today. God, it's warm. I thought, do you know what? Let's get a nice early stream in, and with our warming, so we can flake out this evening with a bit of food. It's since firing up the PC, I'm sure many of you know this, but since the moment you fire up Microsoft Flight Simulator, everything starts to heat up. Let's have a look. What's my GPU currently running at? Temperature-wise, 52. That's okay. The GPU's fine. It's just kicking out 52 degrees worth of air into the office. Welcome, guys. All hope you're having a great week, and it's the end of the week. Obviously, Friday. I got a good weekend lined up as well. So welcome to those of you coming on board. Hi Terry, hi Barry, hey Jonathan, Dark Fury, good evening to you. Philip Evans becoming a member. Welcome to the First Officers Club, Philip. Thank you so much for your early membership there on the channel. If you're on our Discord, don't forget to join the Members Lounge. And Dr. Magic also coming on board as well. Akila Stars, Noah Alpha Star, good evening. Right, oh yeah, Dark Fury, that's a great question. Who's loading the beer? We're off to France. Maybe we should load wine instead. Looking forward to this as well. An airport that I don't think we've been to. We've certainly not been to with the new France VFR series, so that's going to be something new for us today. Let's get on board and get out of here. Flight time's not too long. I didn't want to do too long a flight today given the current temperatures and things. Even so, flight time is around 1 hour. No, it isn't. It's a bit under an hour, isn't it? It's about 46 minutes according to the OFP. And I believe I'm already late. So let's get on board and start setting up. First thing I want to do, I want to get that APU bleed up and running and turn the temperatures down before we can start getting passengers on. Aircraft is in turnaround state, so we know that everything is fine. I'm going to get the APU bleed running, and then whilst we're doing that, we will listen to ATIS. We've got some VATSIM ATC as well this evening, so that's quite neat. So let me just go ahead, get that going. 1, 2, 3, there we are. And ATIS is 13652. Let's have a listen then, shall we? 136. Yeah, 136525. Quite busy here at Gatwick as well for this time of day.
Advise aircraft type on first contact.
32 degrees.
Gatwick Information Hotel. Time 1550 Zulu. Runway in use 08 right. Transition level flight level 70. Surface wind 050 degrees 11 knots. Cab OK. Temperature +31. Dew point +8. QNH 1016. Acknowledge receipt of information hotel and advise aircraft type on first contact.
Okay, so winds are fine.
Gatwick information.
Lovely. So QNH is 1016, and have we got the guard frequency on there? No, we've not. Let's go ahead and just pop that in. I think our actual time of departure is in about 16 minutes, so yeah, we're going to be late. Never mind. But as you can see, everything is already set up, and we're happy. Let's just pop the constraints on. I think our initial climb is quite low. I think it's only 3,000 feet. 16 minutes to go. Yeah, we're going to be late. Alright, well, let's go to our mass and balance page. How's that APU doing? Is it working? It is indeed. Let's get that APU bleed on, then we'll get the packs on board as well. Right, fuel for today. For those of you that have checked the operational flight plan, that's available if you're watching on YouTube. Pinned to the chat. Hello to our Twitch viewers as well. We'll see that it's actually, there's a few gusts of wind in and around Rennes today where we're headed, so potential for a go around at the last minute. But other than that, the actual weather in terms of visibility and all of that malarkey is absolutely fine. So no real reason to take mass extra amounts of fuel, but yeah, we'll go with 4.3 tons. A bit of traffic actually, isn't it, here at Gatwick? Let's go 4.4. We'll get that loaded in a moment. There we are. So just make a note of that. So we're taking 4.4 tons overall. Philip, I've not tried Pro ATC with the speech recognition. No, I had heard that it had been released though, so that would be interesting to see how that is. 162 passengers coming on board for us today. Right, let's go ahead then and get the packs on. 1 and 2. Some nice cold air being blown into the cabin. So our cabin sounds, announcements, etc., coming from self-loading cargo, as always. Right, let's tell them they can start boarding. I don't think the stairs are actually connected just yet, are they? No, that will happen when we go down here. Let's load our aircraft and set real time.
Cabin crew refueling is underway and the bags start to get loaded.
Hey Dan, hope you're well. Thanks for coming on board.
Thank you. No problem.
Okay, so they're getting on board. Let's start setting ourselves up. Right, new Eric cycle was released yesterday, I think it was. So we'll just check. We've got 3 nav greens. Aircraft status. Yep, the new Eric cycle is in. We've got the correct engines. All right, on to the init request. Go and grab that. And we've got the alternate day of nuts, and a flight number is Easy 8239. You can tell there's a lot of traffic. I don't know if you heard that beeping in the background. There's a lot of traffic here at Gatwick. That's my model matching, missing certain models. Doesn't happen too often, that, to be honest, given everything that I've got in there. But when you're in a bit of a busy place like we are today, that happens occasionally. So our cruise flight level, that's quite low. I think we're going to flight level 290. I mean, it's not a long flight, so that makes sense. Ground temperature is 32 degrees. The tropo is 4601. Let's just update that. And we'll download the latest winds. There we are. Quick init check. Where are we? We stand 136. Check on the charts. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, right. Happy with all of that. Let's get the information put in. So 08 right is our departure, and the M1 Zulu. Just clear the scratch pad out. And from there, we're going to be arriving runway 10, which is an RNAV approach, I believe. Yeah, the RNAV 10 and Dina 3 Alpha, and that comes in via. Let's check this out. So the initial approach is Luvop. And then have we got anything after Luvop? So I'm going to imagine coming from the north, it's going to be 504, isn't it? There. Distance on the OFP is 259 miles. 259 miles. Not often that they match up exactly, but there you are. Danny, you went to the store where you bought it and you got a new power supply unit, currently installing it now. Wish you luck. Never done it before. Danny, you sound like me when I was trying to install some new RAM a bit ago. Yeah. Okay, let's... actually, this is the... I think this is the payware version I've currently got installed of Gatwick. Alright, just while I'm on this page, I might as well just flick through, see what that looks like. Departure looks fine. See what that arrival looks like. There we go. Yeah, that's how I would expect that to look. So here at Gatwick, there's nothing really to add into the RadNav page. Nothing that we're going to need. Okay, in it B, let's jump over to grab the load sheet if there is one. There we go. So, zero fuel weight is going to be 60.4. And zero view, fuel weight to CG 31.1. Fuel for the alternate is going to be, let's call it a ton. And fuel planning, let's hope it's below 4.4 tons. Oh, that's interesting. It's suggesting 4.8. Right, well, we best get back in touch with the refuelers and tell them we need a little bit more fuel then, please. Is refueling completed? Yes, it has. So if that is the case then, let's go ahead and tell them we'll take 5 tons. So, let's go to our do menu just here, go to the config page, fuel, let's tell them we actually want, there we go, 5 tons of fuel. So, I'm going to try and preempt this just a little bit because we've got the extra fuel on board, which means our takeoff weight is going to be, but we'll use the takeoff weight there, and obviously zero fuel weight doesn't change, but our centre of gravity might do. So by the time we finish loading, we'll continue with the performance calculations and see how it gets on. So we've got a takeoff weight then of 65.2. And the CFG, as I say, this may change. If it's within 2%, we're okay, but might not be now. So CFG 30.1. Alright, let's head over to the EFB. 747 Dan, good afternoon. 08 right. It is of course dry. Config 1. No need to force toggle. Off. Takeoff weight 65.2, and that's CFG 30.1. Sync the current weather. And can we do an intersection departure? Save a little bit of fuel and taxi time, perhaps. We could take an intersection, couldn't we? Nice long runway here at Gatwick. So we could take golf if we need to. Not Golf Romeo, that's an exit. So yeah, we could take intersection golf. We'll work on that. So we've got speeds of 143, 143, 145. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet, and thrust reduction, etc. is. Let me find up SimSmart. I can get some more accurate information here. So anyway, right, we'll also get our engine out procedure as well here, which will be nice. I can pop anything in here, don't need these values. This is a Neo calculator, of course. I'm just getting it because we've got thrust reduction is 1203, 1203, 1203, so we'll just update that. Engine out is the same. Flaps 1, and what was the flex is 66. Done. Engine out procedure then, let's copy the active. What have we got? Where have you gone? Standard 1700 feet, right turn to Willow, inbound 284. Okay. How's the actual departure look? So yeah, we can pop that in after Kilo 05. So Might as well use that. Kilo, Kilo, Echo, 05. Add it another 10 miles out on a bearing of 077. Then to Willow. Pop the hold in. And what's the instructions for the hold? It's inbound 284 left turns. And then most likely, if something had gone wrong, we'd be coming back to Gatwick, so we'll chuck that in. Echo Golf Kilo Kilo. And then set up just the, put the arrival in for ILS 08 right. No start. And Willow being the veer. Oh, look at that, it's a thing of beauty. So there's our engine out procedure into the hold at Willow, and then the procedure for coming back in is there. The go round is also showing as well, which is what this line down to the south is. Beautiful. Okay, so that's all good and set up. Right, so whilst everyone's getting on board still, let's just contact ATC. I think they're still around. 1218. See how busy they are on ground frequency.
Oh, apologies for that. I'm really sorry. But yes, thank you. Speedbird 089.
Gatwick ground, good afternoon, Easy 8239, stand 136, type A320, requesting 5-hour clearance around, and we have information hotel.
Easy 8239 at Gatwick ground, good afternoon, clear destination on the Inver 1 Zulu departure, squawk 4444.
What a squawk. Clear departure runway 08 right, Inver 1 Zulu and squawk 4444, Easy 8239.
Easy 8239, every back is correct. Information hotel is correct, and QNH 1016.
Roger, Easy 8239.
Good one, gate 563, ready.
What a squawk. Quadruple 4. So, initial climb 3000, that's correct. Okay, time for a brief. So, weather here in Gatwick, as we can see, it's warm, 32 degrees, no clouds, light wind 050, so they'll be coming from the left as we depart. Runway condition is good, weather en route is absolutely fine. Weather at our destination, potential gusts as we come in on the approach, so just something to keep an eye on as we get a little bit closer on. Aircraft is type A320, fully serviceable, and the only thing that is currently in op is the weather radar. However, that doesn't really make much difference to us today. Good performance of the aircraft as well, so not expecting any issues. No times for our departure. Threats to be aware of: no terrain around the airport. Minimum safe altitude as we depart is 2,300, and then 2,200 as we turn back headed west. So yeah, terrain's pretty good, but there is lots of traffic here at Gatwick. We're fairly familiar with it. We've also got ATC. One other thing I will mention is the departure is a very low initial climb. It's an altitude of 3,000 feet. My God, I didn't think that UPS was going to get in the air then. Getting distracted during my brief. Sorry about that, but it's great to see stuff like this in the flight sim. So yeah, we're fairly familiar with Gatwick, as I say, and we've got good ATC as well. There's quite a bit of heat around, so we've turned down the packs just to keep things nice and cool for the passengers in the back. On the taxi then, we're going to be pushing back from stand 136, which is the remote stand down here, pushing back onto Kilo. I expect we'll face west, then we'll either take Quebec or Romeo onto Juliet. We've planned for a departure via intersection Golf, so we'll tell them that is possible if we're going to do an intersection departure. So we'll be clear to cross 08 left and hold then at Golf. We could do a single engine taxi as well, lots of traffic, and it's quite a long taxi as well, so we'll do a single engine taxi out to see if we can save a little bit of fuel. On departure then, departure is straight out. We've got a speed restriction of 220 knots till we've passed Kilo November 09, and that is climb 3,000 feet. So slow speed and early stop, so things to watch out for. Let's just check what is our green dot today. Oh, we can fly at clean speed, so we'll hold that at green dot, which is 216. We'll just pre-select that. There we go. Lovely. And our first turn will be left and transition levels 70. Emergency brief then, standard Airbus emergency brief. It's a standard engine out procedure just here. So our takeoff weight is going to be below maximum landing weight, so getting back in shouldn't be a problem. If we have lost an engine, we climb straight out on runway heading, and then once we're past 1,700 feet, make that right turn to Willow, where we'll enter the hole, decide what we're going to do. We'll get ourselves up to about 4,000 feet nice and safe above MSA. Then we'll decide how we're doing. German Flight Simmer, maybe we'll catch up with you. Catch up with you next time, if our paths cross again. Right, beautiful. How are we doing with the load? Cabin crew. Let's check that out. About 60 people to go. Sebastian, hello to you. Right, refueling is completed. Get those on. External power can come off. Seatbelt signs can come on. And then probably start running through some checklists, can't we? Oh, pop that away. Go on, I'll give First Officer George some constraints as well. Why not? Squawk 7600. So, random question: if a pilot prefers to receive clearance by pre-departure clearance, is it okay to ask for it? Or all you would do is you first of all need to make contact with them on frequency. So you could just tune to the ground frequency, just request a radio check, and that's all you need. If they read you, you've established contact. After that, just go straight into book 2 and fire off your request. It won't happen automatically. So yeah. Amadonius says he has the Aerosoft CRJ more engaging than the Airbus. Oh, look at that. British Airways 747s. Sadly, we don't see those anymore in the real world. Yeah, it is a lot more hands-on. That is very true. Can't argue with that. Similarly, do you enter the performance data last in the book 2? Yeah, you can't enter it until you've got the at least a preliminary load sheet. You'll need that before you can go any further. So we just entered the preliminary figures in there, and then once we've got the final load sheet, we'll do a quick check to see if everything matches up. Basically, if your takeoff weight is the same or below, then it doesn't matter. The figures are good. If your takeoff weight is above what you've planned, then you need to rerun the calculations. If your takeoff weight center of gravity is within 2% of what you've planned, then again you're good to go. Outside of 2%, then you need to run those calculations again. But it shouldn't be long now before everyone's on board. Last couple of checks, making sure we're all good. Accept the aircraft. It's in a good state. HD hasn't ruined it for me yet. Welcome on board, everyone that's coming. We're sat at the gate, just getting the passengers on board. We've just done our cockpit setup, pre-flight brief, etc., and we're good to go. Whilst we're doing that, it might be worth then using this time wisely, because it's a short flight. Let's just have a quick look at what we can expect when we're coming in to Rennes. So the approach starts at Dinard, shortest star ever. It consists of 2 waypoints. Dinard to Louvop, and then from Louvop we're going to get ourselves in at right, it's 504, and then we need to be 2,000 feet at India Romeo November 10, and then the final descent is at Fox Romeo November 10. So yeah, 2,000 feet just here. And we're going to be, we haven't got much room actually, because it's so low down, 2,000 feet, so this is worth bringing into the brief. Because it's such a low altitude that we begin the final descent, we get to the final descent point. What is it? It's only 6 miles out. Yeah, so this is going to be a stabilized approach. It's not going to be decelerated. I'm going to be 2,000 feet, flaps 3, gear down, and once we've gone down, we're happy. We'll pull the final flaps, and then before 1,000 feet, so we're all configured by the stable gate, and with the good weather, should be all fine. Similarly, also on landing, should you idle whilst flaring and not before? So the idea is to start the flare before you move the thrust levers to idle. Yeah. Don't idle the thrust and then start flaring. Oh, Gatwick, with your frame rates. I don't know of any other add-on that's as tough on the frame rates. There's also a lot of traffic here, so that probably doesn't help. Okay, well we may as well just run the before start checklist to the line. So our cockpit preparation is completed. The signs are on and auto. Ideas, we've got 3.5 green. That fuel quantity is 4970 kilograms and balanced. FMGS is set, and our altimeter is 1016 to 100 feet. Now, let me just have a look. We've got tower online and we've got approach online. So, I always like to have a look, see what's coming up, radio frequency changes wise. So, we're going to contact tower. That's going to be 124.225. And then approach is going to be 126825. As a single pilot, you need to do as much as you can to try and keep the workload down. So we'll get the tower frequency into the standby now. I've not got the passenger voices for... the passenger voices that I got with earlier are from self-loading cargo. What was that frequency? 12422. Oh, what a pain. I've just I didn't realise I wasn't on ground frequency anymore. That's fine. I'll leave that there. I can just flick it to and from. I don't want to be on the ground frequency whilst we're just sat here on the ground, because otherwise all you'll hear is ATC, which is nice. But James Lang, greetings from Scotland. How warm is it up in Scotland, James? It's baking again down here. I was so happy the last couple of weeks. It rained and my garden went green again, and now it looks like straw. Ryanair taking up space on the runway. Hello, what's that? Is that a 747 or a 380? Could be a 380, can't really tell from this angle. Nearly there. James in Scotland says it's too warm. Well, if it's warm for you guys, mind you, you're in Scotland, you're only used to anything above sort of like 12-13 degrees is too warm for you, isn't it? 747 Dan says your 30 minutes drive from Gatwick is unbearably hot. Yeah, absolutely. Similarly, you're on holiday in Canada, flew on a BA A380 and got to go in the cockpit afterwards. It was brilliant. Yeah, I bet it was. Where was that to? I couldn't even tell you where BA fly their 380s to. I think LAX was is one place. I'm not sure where the others are. Sebastian, do I like the 78 or the A320 Neo more? I like anything that is Airbus over Boeing. Hazel Jen, you're currently doing a long haul Athens to Montreal in 777. See, I wish I got time to do something like that. I just don't, sadly. Similarly at Vancouver, that's Nice long flight, isn't it? Bounty also agrees it is boiling here in Scotland. Right, I think we're pretty much done. Last passenger is boarding. Let's get on the ground services page and we can start to remove things. There we go. GPU, chocks and cones. I think we're about ready to start pushing. Sarkotech, we do have scenery for Rennes. Yes. Which I've not seen before, so that'll be fun. Hello. Little private prop
Ladies
plane.
and gentlemen, welcome
Nice.
on board our Easyjet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Thank you.
Right, I'll get the ground crew into action. We'll pre-plan our push. And aviation, the sounds are coming from self-loading loading cargo. Gallus Smith says, most soothing teacher voice on YouTube. Thanks for all your work. No problem, Gallus. You're more than welcome. And love from Norway. I bet it's a bit cooler up there for you guys than it is down here. At least I hope it is. I hope it is. Right, let's plan the push then. So I'm still using toolbar pushback. Hasn't caused me any issues yet. Famous last words. Touch wood.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. My name is Gavin, and I would like to welcome you on board this Easyjet aircraft. We expect a good flight with you today with no weather problems showing in front of us, so we should be pushing back within the next few minutes or so. For now, the ground crew have now finished loading the last of the baggage into the aircraft, so if you could get yourself seated and secured, then we can make sure we can depart on time. The cabin crew will shortly be providing their safety demonstration video, so it would be appreciated if you could give them your full attention. A special welcome on board to our Easyjet pilot members, and if you wish to inquire about becoming a member, please contact a member of the cabin crew. All our Easyjet pilot members are of course entitled to free drinks throughout the flight. Thanks very much, and we'll give you an update once we are airborne.
Okay, let's contact ATC again. Tell them we're ready to go.
Cabin crew, please land on cross-check.
Unit 221, contact air director, 126.825, bye-bye. 74 Uniform Zulu, continue taxi via Papa and Kilo, stand 130.
Papa Kilo, stand 130, Rennes 74 Uniform Zulu.
Gatwick ground easy 8239, stand 136. We're ready to push and start.
That was 2 stations, standby, break, Japan Air 76, continue taxi via Juliet, hold Juliet 4.
Juliet 4, Japan Air 76.
Easy 288, Gatwick ground, good afternoon, welcome to Gatwick, taxi via Romeo and Quebec, to stand 557.
Taxi Romeo Quebec, stand 557, easy 288.
And Gatwick ground easy 8239 is ready for push and start. Stand 136.
Blocked, say again.
Easy 8239 ready for push and start. Stand 136.
Stand 564, easy 288.
I think we're talking over each other at the moment,
And
aren't we?
good, 2632, continue taxi via Quebec, hold short Juliet.
Quebec short Juliet, through 2632.
And easy 8232, were you requesting pushback?
Affirmative, easy 8239.
Easy 8239, after the British Airways A320 has cleared behind you, push and start is approved facing west, sound 136.
Give way to the British Airways pushing behind and then clear to push start facing west, easy 8239. Oh, is that Nick? Where is he?
And speedbird 886, sound 170 right, push and start is approved facing south.
Ground, stand by.
Start approved facing south.
Let's have a quick look behind us then.
And Easy 288, could you please expedite crossing of Juliet, please?
Hey, son.
Easy 985 Echo, got a taxi.
Easy 985 Echo, taxi, Quebec Alpha, hold short Lima for the moment, please.
Quebec Alpha, hold short Lima, Easy 985 Echo.
And Super 2632, continue taxi via Juliet, hold short Tango.
Where are you going?
Juliet short Tango, Spirit 2632.
Slowest tug driver in the world.
And Genix 321 Papa, report stand number and aircraft type, please.
Should we try that again?
Genix 321 Papa, we're stand 50 and we're an A20 now.
Genix 321 Papa, thanks. Clear destination on the Oddvic 2 Zulu departure, squawk 0736.
Clear to Corfu on the Oddvic 2 Zulu departure, squawk 0736, Genix 321 Papa.
Genix 321 Papa, reback is correct. Current information is India QNH 1016.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground.
TC4 Yankee Charlie, stand 555, basic 20 with India 1016, request
Yeah, that was difficult.
To Newcastle.
Easy 49 Yankee Charlie, Gatwick ground, good evening. You are number 2 in the queue clearance. And Japan 76, contact Gatwick Tower 124.
Okay, before start checklist, windows and doors closed and beacon light is on, phones are silent, parking brake is set.
Thank you for your DC service. Have a good day. Bye bye. Arigato.
Happy chip.
Okay.
Okay.
905, correction 985 Echo continue taxi via Lima and Quebec, hold short of Juliet.
Lima, Quebec, hold short Juliet, Easy 985 Echo.
Parking brakes are released. Commencing pushback.
Sorry, 1313, ready taxi.
You will start in the sequence.
1313, you're facing the wrong way.
Okay, so
Taxi via
our
Juliet,
takeoff performance is
Mike
valid.
and Zulu, hold short of November.
Engine start to ignition and starting engine 1. Christopher, you probably did need a drink in this weather. Can you imagine working on the ground around hot jet blasts from the aircraft in this heat?
Mike, hold short on November. Sorry, 1313.
1313, negative, taxi via Juliet, Mike and Zulu, hold short of November.
You're probably going to hear me drinking a little bit more on this stream than normal.
Hold short on November. Sorry, 1313.
People 2632, left on Tango, right onto runway 26 right, all the way in Juliet 7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
26 right, now Juliet 7, Sugar
the
2632.
safety procedures on this aircraft.
Ground Easy 82 November Delta, request taxi to the gate.
Oxygen masks, life jackets, and brace position.
Easy 86 November Delta, Gatwick ground, good evening. Hold short of Juliet for the moment, expect stand 552.
And 2 at the front.
Hold short of Juliet, expect stand 552 for Easy 82 November Delta.
Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind.
Gatwick ground is 21 Foxtrot Alpha, request clearance to Munich.
Your seatbelt is fastened.
U21 Foxtrot Alpha, Gatwick ground, good evening. You are number 3 in the queue clearance.
It must be fastened when the seatbelt
Roger,
is
is
on.
21
We recommend that you keep it fastened at all times.
Gatwick ground, good evening. Lufthansa 127.
I'm starting engine 2. As the gen, you just have to hydrate tons. I can imagine. I really can. Fair play to you all. Matt Warren, imagine being on ground operations at Phoenix Sky Harbour when it's 115 and above, yeah. Jet 2 fan, hello. We'll allow you on the chat. You're not a Ryanair fan, so that's okay.
Pass the tapes around your waist.
Okay, in that case, Easy 985 Echo, continue taxi via Juliet, hold short Tango.
Inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There's a light and whistle.
Easy 613 negative, that was not for you. Easy 613, taxi via Juliet, take stand 140.
Armrest down, window blinds open, and
engine 2 stable.
We wish you a pleasant flight with Easyjet.
Easy 613, stand 140.
Set the
Nordic
trim.
1313, hold position.
Nordic 1313, hold position.
Easy 985 Echo, continue taxi via Juliet, hold short of Tango.
Juliet, hold short of Tango, Easy 985 Echo.
And Easy 86 November Delta after the company
Flight
A320 is
control,
passed from right to left in front on
check
Juliet.
full
Continue
left.
taxi Romeo Lima, stand
Full
552.
right. Neutral. Full up.
Roger, after
Full
the
down.
company passes
Neutral,
from
rudder.
right to
Full
left,
right.
continue on Juliet, Romeo,
Neutral.
Lima and stand
After start check, this
552
anti-ice
for
is
Easy
off.
82
Ecom
November
status is
Delta.
checked. Pitch trims 29.8. Rudder
And
is
Seabird
0.
2632, contact Gatwick Tower 124.225, course on early, bye-bye.
Course on only tower 124.225, Speedbird C632.
Easy 8239 is ready for taxi, and we can take intersection Golf.
Easy 8239, Roger, taxi via Quebec, hold short Juliet.
Via Quebec, hold short Juliet. Easy 8239.
Good afternoon, get ground. This is Fairline 7821, radio check.
Fairline 7821, get ground, good evening, readability is live.
Gatwick ground, speedbird 581.
Speedbird 581, get ground, pass the
Hello,
message.
Nick. Hope you're well.
Just wondering the current times on the clearance delivery as we was meant to depart 55 minutes ago.
Speedbird 581, you're number 1 in the queue for clearance. I'll get round to you as soon as I can, but I'm pretty busy at the moment.
Roger.
Easy 985 Echo, turn left onto Tango.
Larry,
select
I've got it
26 right, all the way
installed.
to the
It's
end to Juliet 7.
still... I've not had an issue with it. Lots of people do, lots of people don't.
Roger,
I
left
think
on
it's almost
Tango,
one of
right
those
on
try and
26,
see, which is
right, and then all the way down to Juliet 7, Easy
kind of what we're
985
doing
Echo.
at the moment.
And Nordic 1313.
So
turn right
no
now
change
out to
to
November,
our
and
performance.
hold short of
QNH
Charlie.
1016. Engine out procedure is standard 800 feet right hand turn. Hold at Willow. Departure is Ima 1 Zulu, no turns before 710 feet, straight out and then a
Nordic
left turn,
1313,
and initial
hold position
climbs
for the moment.
is to 3000.
And Easy 8239, continue taxi via Juliet, hold Juliet 4.
Continue via Juliet and hold Juliet 4, easy 8239.
And Nordic 1313, we cannot take from that one to the departure because that's on 26 left, so we have to, or else take the from a 1 booster departure. Nordic 1313.
Nordic 1313, it's runway 08 right for departure, hold position for the moment. Once the traffic is cleared, I'll taxi you to 08 right. And Easy 985 Echo, contact Gatwick Tower 124.225, course on early, bye-bye.
Call sign only 124.225, thank you very much, see ya. Gatwick ground, hello, this is EV34 Quebec Whiskey. Did you receive our CPDLT message?
Easy 34 Quebec Whiskey, it looks like it should have sent you a response back. If not, you'll have to get in the queue for clearance. There's queue would be number 4 if you join now.
Oh, I'm just looking at the taxi charts, trying to find Juliet 4. They're giving us
Well,
full length.
I
Okay.
didn't receive anything, so yeah, we can do it via voice as well then.
Roger, Easy 34 Quebec Whiskey, you are number 4 in the queue for clearance.
Roger.
And easy 8239 confirm holding Juliet 4. We can take Golf if that's any better.
Easy 8239, that will be something I can ask the tower. I will send you across to them in a minute and you can report that to them, so you might be able to get it out quicker.
We'll go easy 8239.
Good afternoon.
Okay, let's do our before takeoff checklist then. So flight controls have been checked, departure briefing is confirmed, flap setting, config 1, FMA takeoff
calling,
data
this is Gatwick
13,
ground.
correction, 143 blue, 145 magenta, climb, nav is not blue.
Speedbird
Gatwick
1.
ground, speedbird
Climb
127,
nav blue,
holding Papa.
1 FD2, 3000 blue, flex 66. Transponders in standby.
And Seabird 127, Gatwick
Takeoff
ground.
no blue. FB.
Taxi Papa and Kilo stand 19er.
Stowed.
Taxiing Papa Kilo stand 19er. Speedbird 127.
Fenix Weekend 1, Papa, it's pushing start.
And Fenix 321, Papa, Squawk 0736.
0736, that's 1321, Papa.
And Speedbird 581, apologies for the delay, I have a clearance when ready.
Just looking at the traffic ahead of us, what we got? Only 2 departures. That's okay, shouldn't really get held up that much. I was going to do a single-ended taxi, but we've obviously not done that.
Easyjet 239, I contact Gatwick Tower 124.225, bye-bye.
Over to town now, thanks for the service, Easyjet 239.
And Speedbird 581, you're...
Sign from with direct right behind. Up to the bottom, British Airways 320 line up behind DC985 Pickle.
Easyjet 239, tower, we're taxiing down by Juliet, and we can take in section Golf if required.
Easyjet 239 Gatwick Tower, hello, taxi left Golf or Golf 1.
Taxify Golf, hold Golf 1 for Easyjet 239. Make sure we don't miss it now. So should be this left turn.
Delta Delta on final for runway 08 right.
Golf Delta to Roger, continue approach runway 08 right, 15.
Continue approaching.
EV8, EV985 Echo, surface wind 060 degrees, 12 knots, runway 08 right, takeoff. Takeoff 08 right, EV985 Echo.
So I think, was there another aircraft after this guy? Can't remember actually. There's certainly an arrival coming in. Sounded like a small aircraft though, so we might get out before him. We'll see. He hasn't cleared us to line up after the departure of the company aircraft, so maybe not. Chris, it is a fair way down, you're right, but what was that? Side stick message, can ignore that.
Speedbird 2632, passing 3000.
We've got the next frequency.
Contact director 126.825.
126.825.
Director 126.825, Speedbird 2632, bye.
Get that ready. Chris, yeah, it is a... It's not too far.
Delta, between 060 degrees, 12 knots, runway 08 right, clear to land.
It's valid in the performance, that's the main thing. That's all that matters.
India 985 Echo, contact Garrett Director, 126.825, bye-bye. 126.825, I think we'll see it.
PSV also had a crash detect off just out of LAX. Yeah, it's intense airport, that one, isn't it? Whilst you're sat waiting, guys, if you could do me a huge favour, just hit the like button on the stream. It makes a huge difference. So thank you to everybody already who has gone ahead and done that for me. Wonder what aircraft this is that's coming in. So we'll have a look here. There's the touchdown zone. Andy, I've not done anything else with regards to the secondary flight plan other than the engine out procedures. I mean, the only thing you really use it for is, let's say, you were flying and cabin crew told you there was perhaps a medical issue developing in the cabin. You might go ahead and just pop an approach to an alternate there. That way, if you need it, it's ready just to activate straight away.
Airbus 320 requesting clearance to Amsterdam Airport, flight level 270.
Thank
you calling contact ground 121.8.
Peter, hello.
Golf Delta Delta landed on.
There it is. Told you it was a nice little
08
aircraft.
right.
And stopped on the touchdown zone.
Ground 1218.
Landed on it and stopped on it. Brilliant. Now it's going to be interesting to see how ATC handle this. Can't stop GA flyers, of course. So if we get that side stick thing, one of the things you can do is just...
Easyjet 239, Gatwick Tower.
Easyjet 239.
Easyjet 239, Via Golf 1, line up 08 right.
Line up 08 right, Easyjet 239.
Golf Delta Delta, correction, Golf Delta Delta, vacate left Echo, and would you like the
before takeoff checklist below the line. Cabin is secured. Engine wash selector is...
Okay, taxi to the main scenario via
normal
08
TCAS
left
TRA,
and
packs off, anti-ice off.
Taxi 08 left and Tango. Golf Delta Delta.
Golf Delta Delta, you've accidentally gone past Echo, so vacate Delta and then hold short runway 26 right.
Hold short, runway 26 right.
Hello Albert, good timing. And Wheelboy69, thank you for
Golf Delta Delta,
subscribing.
contact ground 121.8, bye-bye.
Contact ground 121.8, goodbye.
Vibrate DZ82390 right, clear takeoff surface in 070 degrees 11 knots.
Cleared for takeoff, 08 right, easy 8239. Ah, lovely. Takeoff.
Alpine 61 Victor Papa.
Alpine 61 Victor Papa, Gatwick, hello, continue approach 1 to the bar ahead, surface wind, correction 08 right, surface wind 070 degrees 11 knots.
Continue the approach, Alpine 61 Victor Papa.
And set takeoff thrust, band flex, SRS, and runway. Engine 1 critical. Checked. V1 rotate. First Officer George doesn't like something in the background. Nav?
Alpine 61 Victor Papa 0 right, clear to land surface wind 070 degrees 11 knots.
Clear to land is runway 08 right, Alpine 61 Victor Papa.
Autopilot 1 engaged. Thrust climb.
Easyjet 239, contact Gatwick director 126.825, bye bye.
126.825, thanks for the service, Easyjet 239, bye bye.
70 speed 220 knots.
220 knots, Walker 2500.
Go director Easyjet 239, passing 2,400 for 3,000, Inver 10.
Just stand by 3849, right and heading 350 degrees, speed 180 knots. Super 3849, right and now heading 360 degrees, speed 180 knots.
360, heading 180 speed fast, speed 359.
Super 3849, go director, hello, thanks, climb flight level 8, is that right?
Flight level 80 for Easyjet 239.
Speed 49 Yankee Romeo, speed 160 knots, 24.
160 knots to 4849 Yankee Romeo.
Just climb open climbs, 80 blue. PSV, while you have not accidentally set speed 216. That was intentional.
That was correct. You're off Packer 57 Lima, passing flight level 250 for 160 inbound 2 now.
JJ, if my cat started making those sounds, I'd be very, very concerned.
Walker 2570, descend flight level 8, alright?
And the flight level 80, Walker 250.
Super 047, left and heading 270 degrees.
Left heading 027 degrees, speed 047.
270 degrees, just confirm left and 270.
Sorry, left on 270 degrees, speed
PSV, I will explain that.
2849, turn right
I'll
at the heading of 050 degrees, clear that as approach on way 08 right.
When we're clear of Gatwick.
050 on the heading, clear to approach on way 05 right, sorry 08 right, speed 619.
Easy 249 Yankee Romeo, call sign only to tower 124.225.
124 to the focus on Easy 49 Yankee Romeo, take away.
Easy 81 Yankee Hotel, descend flight level 120.
12081 Alpha Hotel.
Easy 8, cushion 9 at 85 Echo, climb flight level 15, sorry.
Climb flight level 150, easy 85 Echo.
And just station calling before second.
There's a lot of traffic, isn't it?
Off Packer 57 Lima, overhead 2 now, flight level 220.
Packer 57 Lima, roger, landing to
right, through that turn,
right,
continue to accelerate away.
November Bravo Tango 7010 right and landing 030 degrees.
030,
Speed 047, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, KNH 1016, and you've got 30 track miles.
KNH 1016 down to 4,000, speed 047, and capture the track miles, thank you.
So I'm just listening to ATC at the moment.
Easy 81 Alpha Hotel, speed
I'm expecting a high climb any second, I don't want to miss the ATC's call.
81 Alpha Hotel.
So yeah, PSV, just wait till it's a little bit less hectic. We'll get over France, it's always quiet over France.
Packer 57 Lima, descend flight level 8, sorry.
Descend flight level 80, Alpaca 57 Lima.
Walker 257, turn left and heading 275, descend flight level 7.
Blocked.
Walker 2570 left and heading 275, descend flight level 7, sorry.
275 and down to 7.
Somewhere down there's a great whopping sign.
November Bravo Tango 7010, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, turn right heading 050 degrees.
3,000 feet right, lean to the 5, sort of long 6 seconds, 017.
Scuba 2849, speed 160 knots, 24.
160 me forward, speed 619.
November Bravo Tango 7010, speed
LTMS on
180
Twitch, hello, no, this is the Fenix Airbus 320.
180 is approach 178 right, long 6 seconds, 017.
Scuba 2849, call sign only to tower 124.225.
Roger, tower 124.225 for speedbird 69.
Easy 81 Alpha Hotel, descend flight level 8, sorry.
8081 Alpha Hotel.
Scuba 2795, hello.
Speedbird 2795,
I'm
hello.
not sure if the guy's forgot about us because I think we're going to be on Unicom in a second.
2795, thank you. Squawk 1016.
See if we can get higher. Trundle along at 8,000 feet. And Easy 8239, any chance of a higher altitude?
79.
Split 047, turn right heading 350 degrees, speed 180 knots.
Turn right heading...
it's not good for my fuel efficiency. Greta would be very upset.
Speed 047.
Scuba 2795, thanks for landing 08 right with no delay. Further descent for level 12, sorry.
LCMS, yeah, it's fantastic aircraft. Not just visually, but all the systems work too.
November Bravo Tango 7, disregard. Easy to cushion 8239, climb flight level 15, sorry.
Climb now, flight level 150, easy 8239.
Easy 785, echo, Unicom now 122-8, goodbye.
Thrust climb, open climb, 150 blue.
Spigot cushion easy 985, echo, Unicom 122-8. 2280.
LCMS, yeah, absolutely. Gatwick is a very busy airport.
Boca 2570,
Which we
descent
like.
altitude 3,000 feet, Gatwick skin H1016.
It's why you don't hear too much narration from mainstream when we've got lots of ATC.
50 degrees, descent to altitude 3,000 feet.
Toilets are located at each end.
Roger, heading 050 down to 3000.
Smoking is not permitted at
Boca 2570, turn right, heading 290 degrees.
290 for Walker 2570.
Easy 81 Alpha Hotel, turn left and heading 280 degrees, descent for level 7, sorry.
Left 280, descend 70, easy 81 Alpha Hotel.
Right, that's 10,000 feet. I can see the aircraft levelling off.
08 right.
Clear on left 08 right, speed of 047.
November Bravo Tango 7010, speed 160 knots, 240 MA.
160
November Bravo Tango 7010, call for non-native tower 124.225, goodbye.
124.225, call for non-native 701,
Squad 047 address now, the speed of 160 knots, maintain until 40 MA.
747 down. First Officer George, that's that dog.
2795, descend for level 90.
He makes himself known occasionally.
Easy 8239, Unicom now 122.8, goodbye.
Over to Unicom, thanks for the great service, easy 8239, bye bye.
Alright, goodbye.
Ah, and then the radios go silent.
Easy 81 Alpha Hotel.
There we go. Alright, check the progress page. Yeah, flight level 290, that's not going to be any issues for us. So. Set, check, flight level 290 blue. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned off the seatbelt sign and you are now free to move around the cabin. We do recommend, however, when in your seat, that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times in case of unexpected turbulence. The toilets are now available. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
Right, so now we're on our climb out of Gatwick. God, that was busy, wasn't it? But wasn't it great? I do like it when it's like that. I like it even better when the PC can actually handle it. We know from experience on this channel, Gatwick hasn't always been that way inclined. So the ground services mod is from Latin VFR, European ground services mod from Latin VFR. Just adds another something, doesn't it? Similarly, the final load sheet is in your received messages, or it should be, just there. Your received messages. They'll be yelling at me soon enough because we departed late. But there you go. Yeah, Crumpet, do go ahead and grab it. They cover the whole world, so obviously wherever you are in the world, South America, North America, Europe, etc. So they do different packages. There is a worldwide one. So if you don't fly just in Europe, then yeah, you can go get the worldwide one. But to be honest, the European one, I think, is something like £7. It's not expensive at all. It's Southampton down there somewhere. Ah, there it is. There's the airport. often see controllers at Southampton Airport, actually. Oh, 7479, you just managed to pass the PPL Air Law exam. 2 more left next week to go solo. Oh, how excited you must be. That moment that you first do, your first solo flight, how amazing is that going to feel? How long have you been working on it for? Similarly, I'm not sure about the 737. In fact, I don't know how the load sheets and things work, because there's no EFB, is there, for the 737? Dear old Dad, greetings to you. Where's that? Which cricket ground's that one? I'm not a cricket fan. I know the names of them, but I couldn't tell you where in the country they were. I wasn't the guy that my mates would look to when it came to in the pub quizzes if a cricket question came up. Bit of ship traffic in the channel. That's not the channel, is it? That's the Isle of Wight, and then the channel is further down. Alfie Gallery, you just downloaded Microsoft Flight Simulator. You should be good to go then in around a day. 24 hours time. Because it's at the Rose Bowl? No idea. PSV, I did do one of those videos not long ago. Basically says what's in my community folder, so you can go and check that out so you know what is absolutely there, what I would deem necessary. Similarly, I have no idea when the next 737 is going to release, I'm afraid. For SWS, the flight is only around 45 minutes in total, so we should be on the ground again about 45 minutes by the time we've slowed down and brought ourselves in. Not long till we get to our cruising altitude. Like I say, it's not a big one today. Oh, it's gorgeous view, isn't it? Yeah, that's really neat. Dark, no, I'm not doing the return. I'm having a beer instead. It's too warm. Far too warm.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase a selection of hot beverages, together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
What have we all got planned for the weekend then, besides baking in the hot weather? Hosepipe band's finally coming to, or rather it's not coming to force yet, but it's been announced around where we are. It's going to rain next week. At least that's what I've been told. Elliot, what would be the one tip you would give to a Microsoft Flight Simulator streamer? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know, and I mean that. Find something you enjoy doing and continue to do it. For me, it was trying to replicate, obviously, Easyjet operations as realistically as possible within the simulator. That's kind of how my how this channel has been built. It literally is. That's its main focus. Right, we're about to hit our top of climb now. And Alt Star. Start doing the arrival very shortly. There we go. Alt Cruise. So we'll start setting up the box for the arrival, then we'll have a quick brief. Nothing too nothing too much to brief for this approach, I don't think, but it's new to me, so tiny little threat there.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we'll be delighted to hear that we're now at our cruising altitude, and we hope to give you nice views throughout the flight as we have good weather ahead and should be experiencing any turbulence. Of course, this means that you will not spill any of your drinks that you may have from the cabin crew as they begin to start making their way around the aircraft. Could you please ensure that the aisles are kept clear so the cabin crew can offer you their cabin service, which will begin shortly. A reminder that Easyjet pilot channel members are able to access free drinks throughout the duration of the flight. Thank you, and I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the remainder of the flight.
So we're just going through the box, setting everything up for the approach. Grab the weather. I'm going to cheat because my first officer is obviously not here. He could have been doing this. Let me go grab the weather off here. So what have we got? Winds are... oh, they've dropped a little. That's nice. 040 at 10. That's the wind. It is variable. QNH is 1012. And how warm was it in France then? 34. And minimum's 491. So cleans 222, VAPS 138, and we're fully configured landing. That's concerning. That's very concerning. How much fuel are we going to have on board? Oh, what have I done here? Oh, did I not confirm that speed? That's why it hasn't been shown, because I was in the middle of editing it. 2.7, that's enough for another go. Just copy the active. Good. Okay, so time for the brief. So the weather at our destination, winds have dropped, cav okay, great visibility. Our runway visual range needs to be above 1,900 meters to start the approach, which it most certainly will be. So runway conditions are good. Aircraft, we haven't had time to bring the aircraft today. Nice short flight, so that's all okay. No times for arrival. Threats to be aware of. Well, unfamiliar with the airport, so that's number one. And then quite a short distance from the final descent point to the runway thresholds. Only 6 miles, so we need to make sure we're configured for that. MSA is what have we got? MSA is on here, isn't it? MSA is we're coming in to 2,000 feet, 2,500 on the final approach. That's all fine. No bits of terrain that we should inadvertently fly into. So how are we going to make the approach? We're expecting runway 10, the RNAV approach, and our transition altitude here is 5,000 feet. Platform altitude is 2,000 feet. Just said that MSA is coming is also 2,000. Minimums there then are 491, which we will have no problem with given the weather conditions currently. Flight Sim Mike, welcome to the First Officers Club. Flight Sim Mike, thank you so much for your support of the channel. Really do appreciate that. And if you're on Discord, make sure you get yourself on our Discord server and into the members lounge as well. Right, how we're going to configure? Well, pretty straightforward. So as we want to be green dot by 5:04, get flaps 1 out, flaps 2 as we leave India Romeo November, and then I want gear down flaps 3 before the final descent point at about 6 miles out. Nice stabilised approach for this one. No minimum speeds or anything like that. I'm going to be 180 though as we head to II 2,000 feet. On nav approach, 2,000 feet platform altitude. And we use auto brake low for this. It's not a short runway, 2,100 meters. So yeah, auto brake low. And I believe we need to roll right to the end of this runway. We can't use any of these. So it's going to be rolling right to the end, vacating right on Alpha. And then, yeah, there's the parking stands. So I think that's pretty much it. Won't be a single engine taxi, won't have time. If you need to do go around, straight out, max speed 200 knots. Right turn to Romeo November 500. Set ourselves up again for another attempt. And what's the climb? 2,000 feet. Lovely. Right, well, that was a nice short brief, wasn't it? Top of descent is in around 20 miles. I'm going to put that time to good use. I've drank far too much water trying to keep cool, so time to pay a visit to the galley. I will be back in a minute, just as we hit that top of descent into French airspace.
Ladies and gentlemen, take full advantage of your tax-free allowances today and make some amazing savings with our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure, you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts, some of which are exclusive to you as an Easyjet customer. Make the most of your opportunity to shop and save from the comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see any products, have any questions, or would like to make great savings, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Oh, back with you. There's another airport down there. In fact, are we overflying it? Yeah. So there's Brest down there as well. I think that's Brest down there. Oh no, it's not. We're still over the Channel Islands. Oh, Brest is a little bit further on. In fact, we might fly straight over it. Looking at that. And that's another airport that's recently come out via VATSIM VFR. So we'll have to make a journey to that too shortly. Colin Evans, you've had problems with the Brussels Mega Pack. The airport. Bought it, downloaded, copied and pasted into the computer folder. Do you copy and paste that? Or do you install that? I can't remember. I honestly can't. It's been a while since I popped that in there. Company message, what's that? Easy Operations telling me I'm late. 17 minutes late. Yeah, well, the FO will have to sort that out. Right, top of descent. Let's head down now. Head down to flight level 100 to begin with. So thrust idle, descent 100 blue. Lambo M, if you're going to ask me a question like that, my answer every time is going to be the Airbus. The Fenix A320. 4SWS also agrees. I believe that's Jersey down down below. Great airport to get in and out of. Has its own unique challenges. Short runway. Sometimes busy. Sometimes windy. Dark Fury, you're off to sub somewhere. Fair enough, Dark. Hope you're keeping cool, whatever it is you're doing. The kids have had the swimming pool in our garden today. Make the most of it before the horsepipe ban comes in. Colin, let's see if you can share some screenshots on our Discord, and someone no doubt will be able to help you out with that. What are they? They look like gorgeous little islands in the middle of the Indian Ocean, but I promise you we're not there. I don't know, they might be smaller than I'm thinking. They may just be little dots. Not that you couldn't build beach villas on them. Oh, dark chocolate fudge ice cream. Absolutely beautiful, that's what we need. Do you know one of my most favourite things to cool down when it's a hot day like this? McDonald's milkshakes. Chocolate McDonald's milkshakes. And I went to go and get one yesterday. 2 McDonald's I drove past and neither of them had one. The milkshake machine wasn't working. It's very temperamental, their milkshake machines. Did I mention, of course, that I can't remember if I did mention this, but we'll be doing the approach in final lap mode. For the RNAV. If we were in the fly-by-wire, of course, we'd have to use nav FPA, but we're not with the Fenix. Is that a cloud? Yeah, looks like it. I hadn't seen one since I launched the sim, and you always have to wonder, is real-world weather working? But this is it. This actually is what it is like at the moment, isn't it? So tonight, any H.G. Wells fans in the chat? Tonight is a very special night. I'll be so happy if anyone gets that reference. I don't think we've got any ATC knocking about, have we? No, sadly not. Jersey Tower was online. We could have just shouted hello to them as we went over. So I said, nice short flight for us today. So Colin Evans says, meteor shower. Colin, you're almost there with the reference that I was going for. But yeah, you are pretty much spot on. For the H.G. Wells reference I was giving. Christopher, where am I off to? What, you mean in the sim or tonight? I'm not going anywhere tonight. I'm just going to sit and bake somewhere. I hope it cools down. About 10-11 PM at night, windows wide open, just sit there with the glow of the TV on so as not to attract every insect in living memory. And enjoy the cool breeze. PSV, you're quite right. The Airbus is definitely easier to control and program than we do. Yeah. So, PSV, you asked me a question earlier, didn't you? Why did we set 216 on here instead of the 220? Now, I understand where you got 220 from. You got 220, or we're expecting it to be 220, because that was the maximum speed there, wasn't it? So, we could have done that. We could have flown to 220 knots. But we may as well conserve fuel, conserve energy, conserve engine wear and tear. And instead we flew at green dot speed, which is your best lift to drag ratio. So anything over that, then it's not wasted energy because you're flying a little bit faster, but you don't need to fly it any faster. Fly at your optimum, fly at the optimum speed, which for the weight of the aircraft was 216 knots. So that's why we flew at 216. Had green dot speed been something like 225, so above this, then we'd have left flaps 1 out and flown at F speed. Just to, again, save fuel. Lambo, you're on the ground at the airport, fair enough. Colin, have you bought the wrong Brussels for the wrong for the wrong simulator? You haven't, have you, Colin? You haven't. I shouldn't be laughing. I really hope you haven't, Colin. Is that Rennes Airport down there? No, sorry, Brest Airport. I'm not familiar with the runway configuration, so it might be. This looks nice down here, doesn't it? In fact, this looks really nice. Where is this? It's probably the kind of place where Brits grab the ferry and go on holiday to with caravans. Oh no, it's not Brest. It's not Brest at all. Saint-Malo. Alright. Very nice. Alright, so let's run the approach checks. The seatbelt signs are on. Arrival brief is confirmed. Minimums are 491. Engine selection is normal and the EFB is stowed. That is gorgeous down there, isn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you could please return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. If you are traveling with an infant, please ensure that they are secured safely using the infant seatbelt harness provided. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
That looks absolutely superb. Don't think I've ever said that about France before. Right, okay, let's continue our descent. We don't want to level off, so we're going to continue. We want to get down to 2,000 now. So, we'll leave that in manage. We'll pop into local QNH 1012. Very important that that is right, of course, for an RNAV approach. And just check we've got high GPS. That's all okay. Need GPS to be working properly. Look at the smudges on that screen. Who touches these screens? No need to touch those screens. I didn't expect we'd get any ATC coming in here. It's kind of an unusual airport to come and land at. $10,000 feet, lights on.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, you may have noticed that we have just begun our final descent into our destination. If you could now assist the cabin crew by tidying up your tray table and handing them any litter as they come around, that would be most appreciated. For safety reasons, we ask now that you please turn off all electronic devices or switch them to airplane mode until after we have landed. Please note that the aircraft toilets are now out of use. If you wish to become a Easyjet SIM Pilot channel member, please contact a member of your cabin crew who will be happy to assist you. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed your flight.
I forget how big France actually is compared to here in the UK. But it's huge, and a lot of it is just farmland. Not like the UK, which is just overpopulated. Little French towns and villages scattered throughout. Hannah, so the voices you're hearing are from self-loading cargo. Be interesting to see how windy it is when we get a bit further down. Beautiful. What were the winds predicted to be? 040, so winds will be coming from the left as we're coming in. Yeah, self-loaded cargo costs about £12, I think, something like that, if I recall. Right, I'm ready to start slowing down, and I'm going to do that by activating the approach phase. I've just left it all in manage mode, so let's go ahead and do that now. VDEV's showing nicely. No, it's a one-time purchase, Hans, so buy it once, then we're done. Inner tanks have been depleted of fuel. No, they haven't. That's not right. But they've got less than 750 kilograms in. So if we go on there, it should show us. Yeah. So the outer tanks fuel crossfeed valves are now open. That happens automatically. So if you see that sign, don't worry about it. Oliver, why am I not using the analog standby instruments? Because this setup is based up on the Easyjet CFM engines aircrafts, and they're a touch more modern. Hans, the only way you can fix FPS performance is to either drop your settings right down or spend money on the hardware. Sorry, the hardware components for the PC. Fred, there's no other way around it. Rennes traffic easy, 8239, inbound now 6 miles north of runway November 504 for the RNAV approach runway 10. Sim Update 10 should really improve some FPS for a lot of people. Two things really improved my flight sim. That was the SSD And obviously the graphics card. Alfie, I have done Gibraltar, yes.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for landing.
Okay, flaps 1, speeds checked. Flaps 1.
Scandinavian 445, we're going to have IFR clearance to Gatwick. We're going to have a cruising altitude of 290.
Where the hell has that traffic just come from? Someone just spawned in for the sake of it. I can tell it's Friday night. Clemo, hey mate, how you doing? Good to
Ladies
see
and
you.
gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag,
Whoever that was, I was just like to act like
your tray table,
who was it?
armrest down, and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
Right, so there's our platform altitude sorted. And flaps 2. Speeds checked, flaps 2. Let's start slowing down.
Scandinavian 445, we're going to be Pushback.
And round traffic, Easyjet 239, established runway 10 on final 8 miles. Approach nav, final blue.
Roger.
Cabin crew, seats for landing.
There we go, so runways in sight, landing gear down. Spoils armed. Flaps 3, speeds checked. Happy to commit to that landing. We've got about 6 miles to go. Flaps full. Landing checklist. Cabin secured, auto thrust. Speed, go around altitude is 491. Final approach mode is now active. Eco memo, landing north blue. Go around altitude is not 491. Go around altitude is 2,000 feet. See traffic just departing ahead of us. Didn't hear anyone saying that they were departing. What's more, they're coming straight towards us, so we can deal with that quite easily. We're now off VATSIM. Gotta love the school holidays, don't you? Right, so there's that wind coming from the left. We will see if it becomes more of a headwind.
1,000.
Hey, Top Gun, happy Friday to you. So 1,000 feet stable. Autopilot's off. I'm happy to take control. Does feel a little bumpy actually.
Hundred above. Minimum.
Continue. Those trees look close. Get back on that centre line.
100. 50. 40. 20. Retard.
Come on, get down.
5.
Balk landing. Go around. Go around flaps. Gear up. Man target SRS, go around track. Thrust climb, open climb, nav. Flaps 1. And speed alt start. Flap 0. Oh, go around, try again.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Friday, once again, just to let you know that we have decided to perform a go-around procedure due to weather conditions at the airport. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. This is a perfect normal procedure which we practice for and perform to ensure the safety of the aircraft. Nothing like that cannot be performed safely. We'll be setting up for another landing attempt shortly, and this time the conditions will be fine on the ground, so we should have them down shortly. We apologise for the slight inconvenience and delay being caused you, and if you please keep your seatbelts fastened, we'll get you down as quickly as possible. Thank you once again for your understanding.
Yeah, aircraft didn't want to go down at that point, and I don't know. Better to be safe than sorry. I was well outside the touchdown zone. Just didn't want to drop. So we'll just get ourselves back round and then just run the approach again. So that approach mode is activated. Clear that fault. don't think it was wind that caused the go around. It was going to be a long landing, and we don't do that. Does know, thankfully I didn't have a tail strike. But yeah, I do remember seeing that video. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. Something just doesn't go to plan, so you think, oh, let's bin it. Let's do it again. Okay, I'm going to pop that into heading mode now. And we'll just find more of a downwind track. SimConnects on Twitch, thanks for the follow. Bus driver says we should go around as I did just there, just need to find some time to practice. It's true, bus driver, I did spend quite a bit of time making sure that those calls, those actions become like memory items, really. It helps as well in the Fenix because you get the go-around track. So, what we could have done there, we could, if we'd have been in the Neo, we could have done a soft go-around. Can't do that in this aircraft, though. Okay, let's start configuring for the next go. So, flaps 1, speed's checked. Flaps 1. Good job I did the fuel check as well, isn't it? Well, it's Friday night. Maybe I just want to make the stream last a little longer. Avoid putting the kids to bed. Because that's always fun. Alright, let's go direct now to waypoint. There we go. And let's go again. Looks exciting there, doesn't it? There's the airport. And flaps 2, speed's checked, flaps 2. We're inbound now, India, Romeo, November. Colin, thank you so much, mate. That is incredibly generous, £8.99 super chat. Colin, thank you. Saying thanks for all your help. Oh, Colin, you're more than welcome. Thank you for being here. Hope we're giving you some excitement on a Friday night. So I really do appreciate that, Colin. Thank you. So we know that we're safe at 2,000 feet. We're happy to hold 2,000 feet. That was a missed approach to go around altitude. So the approach checklist once again. The cabin is secured. Seatbelt signs are on. Arrival brief is confirmed. Minimums are 491. Engine mode selection is normal, and our EFB is stowed. Take 2. Can't mess up this approach. I need my tea. And bedtime for the kids, which is always fun. 747 down, we are off VATSIM, yeah. Can't be dealing with kids mucking about. Nick T, hello. Okay, gear down. Spoils arm. Start slowing ourselves. Flaps 3. Speed's checked. Flaps 3. Approach now, final blue. Runway's back in sight. Starfreeze, I'm not going to use the auto brake because we're rolling right to the end of the runway, so it's not a ridiculously short runway either. We've got to roll right to the end because all of the other taxiways we can't take. They're too small, or they're being repaired or something. Final approach mode. Missed approach altitude 2,000 feet. And flaps full. Landing checklist. Cabin secured, auto thrust speed, go on at altitude 2,000 feet. ECAM memo landing no blue. So normally when we're in decent conditions like this, I'm happy to knock the autopilot off about 1,000 feet, which no reason why we can't do that again. I think we'll get it down this time.
1,000.
1,000 feet. Autopilot's off. I have control. Oh, look at our shadow.
100 above.
That looks neat, doesn't it?
Minimum.
Continue.
One 100. 50, 40, 20, retard. 5.
Come on, get down. There we go. Need to sort that rudder out. Anyway, the spoilers were deployed. I've got reverse green. Centre notch reverses off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices...
Should we check out the replay of that
or internet access may now be used.
In a moment?
Please make sure that you take all
First time
your personal
seeing this
belongings
scenery,
with
this
you,
looks really
checking
nice.
in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers. Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter or Easyjet app.
And there we go. We'll take this stand. Never been here in real life, so I can't claim to know exactly how good the scenery is, but it looks pretty good to me if anyone does know it. Right, I'm going to leave the engines running, and then I will finish the stream tonight with a replay, which will be quite exciting if the touchdown was anything to go by. Go away, don't need you. Right, so we're off self-loading cargo, we're off VATSIM. Let me fire that replay up. This is going to be quite a long replay because of the go-around. I'm going to stop that and we'll try again. So, shall we have a look at the go-around? So this is the first approach. Yeah, this is the first approach. See what this looks like. And see what happens. Just see if we can get the camera in a decent view. There we go. Oh, that was interesting, wasn't it? Not quite the same as British Airways, but there you go. Right, and then let's just fast forward. It keeps the gear down, so ignore that. Quickly have to let all the scenery reload again. So I use Skydolly for my replay tool. Oh, that centre line was miles off, wasn't it? And it doesn't help, of course, because there is a known bug with the Fenix that you can't de-crab at all too much. Basically, the rudder stops working when the main landing gear wheels touch down. Not until the nose wheel touches down does it start working again. But there we go. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this Friday night treat. Two landings for the price of one, indeed. Not planned, but there it is. So, hope you're going to all have a great weekend. To those of you who have donated and contributed to the channel's upkeep during our stream today, a huge thank you. We really do appreciate all the donations and new channel members that have come on board as well today. To the Easyjet SimPilot channel members, thank you so much for your continued support of the channel. Hope you're having a great summer, and we'll be back with more live streams more regularly once we get back into a normal way of life after the school holidays and things like that. Until then, though, I'll see you as and when I can. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.